Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. I think at the moment, the debate around the debt ceiling situation is taking place in the US, and I think we are going to see a bit of volatility possibly later when the vote is going to take place. That's going to be interesting. I don't know if it will be a degree of volatility that will finally drive this pattern here to completion. But we still are in the situation of a possible wave 2 correction. Yeah, so again, zoomed out, you know it if you've been watching the previous videos, we rallied in a wave 1 top tier in April. And since then, we've been in this very, very long and boring correction. You can actually, I think, draw even a possible trend channel to the downside. We already have this upper boundary line here, this sort of trend line, which I added in one of the last videos. And we can possibly even add that here to the lower support region. So we've got a bit of a channel there. Maybe it's moving in that channel to complete this pattern. Overall, I'm counting this as a wave 2. So the idea is that after the wave 2, we should rally in a third wave to the upside quite impulsively. But we also have to say that most likely this wave 2 is not over yet. So I'm looking at this structure as a WXY structure. So the wave W bottomed here end of April. Then we had an X wave to the upside and now a Y wave to the downside. In this Y wave, we are dealing with a so-called ABC correction. So we had the A wave, not exactly like that. The A wave here, the B wave topped maybe on Sunday, and then a C wave to the downside. I mean, this is currently the count that suggests that this B wave topped and that it could send us down lower in a C wave. Obviously, what are the support areas we need to watch out for? We have a very relevant one at 25,820. We had a bit of a double bottom there. Then we've got the 25,312 level, the 50% Fibonacci retracement, yeah, and then the 23,960 level, which is the 61.8 retracement. So they are all relevant levels. If we now zoom in, then, oops, didn't want to draw that. Second. If we now zoom in, you can see that we topped there in a B wave on Sunday, Monday. Since then, we've started the sell-off. At least that is a possible interpretation how I see it on the lower time frame. I explained in the previous videos already this 1-2 setup to the downside. We possibly have within this third wave here already a small 1-2 and wave 3 complete. The idea is we are now in a wave 4, and I measured resistance earlier today, and standard resistance for this wave 4 is between 27,300 and 27,450. This is the standard resistance for this wave 4. And the idea would be that, the wave 4 doesn't go above it. If it does, it's most likely not a wave 4 anymore. It would then be probably something a little bit more bullish. But overall, what this analysis shows us is that we most likely started that C wave to the downside already. We could go a little higher here, but as long as we stay below 27,450, we can head down lower. So ultimately, to confirm this count, price needs to break below this swing low of the 12th of May. Again, that's the 25,820 level. And yeah, it should follow through to the downside here. Of course, it's not confirmed yet, because if you see this, we had a 3-wave move to the upside, we had a 3-wave move down, we had a 3-wave move to the upside, and this seems to be, at the moment at least, another 3-wave move, unless we get really 5 waves and break below that 25,820 level. This can still morph, and change. So I know, there is a lot of up and down. We are moving in a trend channel, so unless we finally see a breakout to the downside below 25,820, this can still morph and change and move up and down, because the market hasn't fully made up its mind yet. Especially today, I do expect some distortions in the charts as a result of the vote or whatever is going on there as a result of the debate. So that can, again, change things on the micro level. But again, don't be too fixed on the micro. I mean, we're looking at this because not much is going on the larger time frame. And again, we've been following this scenario for months now, and nothing changed. Just on the shorter time frame, things sometimes get distorted. But if you know if you've been watching these videos for a while, you know that in corrections, you have to expect frequent changes of wave structures. It is just what it is. That's just the nature of a correction, okay? Yeah, and there is not much more to add. So I'm curious to see, excited to see what's going on later. If there is some additional volatility. Again, the resistance for the wave 4 should be clear. A break above that level could take us to the wave 2 high here first at around 28,080. That's certainly next resistance. And then it could also take us higher, right? The idea is obviously in this move down, this is only valid as long as we stay below that wave 4 resistance. If we break above it, obviously it could extend the wave B. And if we get a B wave extension, it's going to get even messier. And then I would be watching for this top of the trend channel, the top of the B wave and the top of the wave 2 as possible resistances. Yeah, and that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.